we have everything to remember. So boom.
No Aaron tonight?
No Aaron tonight as well. So Brentley and Aaron are missing tonight. But we're making up for it with Papa Green and Heather, who are observing. So we are going to get started. If someone can successfully recap for me, you may add 5,000 credits to your personal credit stash.
Oh, crap.
So, because this was 2 weeks ago, and a lot has happened in 2 weeks, it's felt like 3 years.
We flew to this planet, and we got
This planet, yes.
this planet. I can't remember the name of the planet, but there was a nerdy scientist guy that hailed us as we were coming in, told us where to go.
Yeah, his name was...
Is definitely something.
His name...
I'm trying to pull up my notes, but my computer's being slower
His name is
than hell.
Ornithol.
That one.
Yeah, his name, and Ornithol. He's the head researcher.
He is not. He is an
He's
apprentice
not.
researcher.
He's just a researcher.
Kidding. My notes are wrong.
So we landed. We started off in the direction we needed to go. Something happened in between there, and
We got attacked by these cats.
The Nexu, yes, the large cat-like creatures. Well, I mean, that's
pretty much where we ended. Like,
that's
Adequate.
adequate.
It's a cliff notes. Before we left, there was an Empire broadcast saying that the last Jedi had been killed or something.
There was an Imperial broadcast before you left the station, the Noble Derelict, that said that the Empire, the newly christened Empire, had officially won the Clone Wars. They had defeated the Separatist army and shut down the last of the droid manufacturing factories. So, and it was, in particular, the newly appointed Grand Moff Tarkin, for those of you who know who Tarkin is, who was seen in that video making that announcement.
That's the guy for the Mandalorian, is it not?
No. Tarkin is the one who blew up Alderaan in the movies.
Right. Yeah, he's the one who died.
Looking real gaunt.
Yes. Looks like a skeleton. Yes,
If you watched the animated Clone Wars, he was the captain that was rescued from the Citadel, alongside with the Jedi and all that other crap.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some, if not all, of the Force users are having visions of Tarth? ? I can't remember if that was his name or not. The Jedi that
visions
we think died in the temple.
Yeah, you all think that you're having visions of Krook being.
And Beck is on our ship.
Yes, Beck is the doctor on your ship right now. Beck. That is my favorite, or that is Heather's favorite of my voices. Is
everyone's favorite character?
It's the Elmark voice. It's all the same voice.
Yes, Beck and Elmark are not the same, but they are the same.
They're pretty much the same.
They're not the same.
They're not
far away, and too many planets indeed.
That's right. All right, before we jump into the game, Plick, I need you to roll initiative because you are the only one out of initiative, and then we will start at the top.
Do I get 5,000 credits?
You get 2,500 credits.
Okay, that's fair.
8 plus 5, so 13.
13, great.
Also, I took Keen Mind feat.
Okay, nice. Plick, you will take Nax's place, so you are right after the Nexu. So just a reminder, turn order is Za, the Nexu, Plick, Spruik, Tarek, Saxon, M4, and then M3.
I'm going to go ahead and use my ability also to scamper all the way down past this on the pole. Boop.
Great, on the tree. All right, so as we jump back into it, after landing on the Force-sensitive planet Adega, one of those Jedi would know that this was the original site of the Adegan crystals that was used to power lightsabers thousands of years ago back in the Jedi, before Ilum was discovered and the Citadel built on Ilum. You all managed to land easily enough. You traversed through this very lush forest jungle planet. You saw tons of different creatures, all the way from the Vornsker, the mini panthers. Their Vornskers are mini panthers. You saw Woolamanders, which are large blue monkeys with long arms and tufts of hair, and a variety of different bugs, all just filled with wildlife. You eventually come to a river, where after a little bit of trouble crossing the river, Spruik almost washed away. Several of you had different visions in the moment for the Force sensitives, and somehow M3 managed to be in many of those visions despite being a robot.
Yeah, that's, the optic torture cams. It's a really good idea.
That's right. Somehow M3 is still linked to the Imperial network, and occasionally he just gets flashes of what's happening in their torture chambers. I think he stays connected for fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm learning.
But as you were traveling, trying to make your way to the coordinates sent to you by Ornithol and the other archaeologists, you crossed, this river, and you were attacked by a large white and purple furred cat creature with razor sharp fangs and several eyes, and this long whipping tail that has it splits into two tails at the end. It did not pose too much of a threat. It did a little bit of damage, but thanks to Za's lightning quick reactions and M3's urge to murder all organics, you were able to fairly swiftly dispose of the first Nexu, just in time for its mate to appear on the other side of the river, leaving, thanks to Plick's quick scampering, leaving Tarek facing the Nexu all by himself. We'll pick up right here as the Nexu lets out this really loud a cry almost at seeing its mate killed across the river. It is Za, it is your turn at the top of the round.
Which way are we trying to go?
Towards the Nexu.
Okay, towards the thing that I ran away from. Gotcha.
Yes, that's the direction that you need to travel in.
Can I kind of take a second and listen to my surroundings and see if there are any other creatures that may be approaching?
Sure. Roll a perception check, and since you're in combat with disadvantage.
Wait, where is Zaw? Where is Zaw?
Za is standing right next to M3 and Spruik.
Okay. Did they get the Aura of Vigor?
They will at the start of their turn if they're within 5 feet of me.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, Za, what's your perception roll?
Said with disadvantage,
Yes.
so 9 plus 6 is 15, but my passive is 16. Can I use my passive?
You cannot use your passive in combat.
Okay, well then it's a 15.
Very good. As far as you can tell, outside of this immediate area, the jungle is quiet. It almost seems to you as if the howling of the Nexu has scared off smaller creatures. So at this point, you seem fairly certain that this current Nexu is the only one.
Okay, great. Man, I already used my agility buff, so I can't use that again unless I spend a round. Not.
Also, Zaw, you get 2 temporary hit points from me.
Excellent. Well, that won't stack with the 4 that I get from myself, will it?
I think you got to pick one or the other, right?
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the 4. No offense.
None taken.
Damn, that's only 30. Okay. I don't think anybody's injured. I don't remember anyone but me being hurt.
I think for the most part, you're all fairly healthy for now, but it's the
Got
next
hit in the head with a log.
Well,
Yeah.
if you learn to swim better.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay where I am and recover my lean and agility by not moving on this round. And then what's the cast range? There isn't a it's touch. Balls. Big fat dumb balls. All right, I'm just gonna hold.
Are
this
you?
round.
So you're just waiting? You're gonna forfeit your action?
I guess I'll hold my action in case any new challengers approach.
Okay. Okay, very good. It is now the Nexu's turn. It is now the Nexu's turn. So with a great yowl, the creature is going to dig its claws into the ground and leap at Tarek, who is the closest enemy to it. It is going to make several attacks. So it's going to make a claw attack, and Tarek does a 17 hit your armor.
My armor class is 17. Let me just look at one power really quick. I have Disperse Force and Force Reflect. I just want to double check that neither of those will help me here. Oh, and I have Force Shield. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use Force Shield because that'll add 5 to my AC.
Okay. So is that till the end of the turn? How long does that last?
Yeah, Force Shield to the end of the turn. Plus 5 AC, and that's a reaction.
Okay.
I'm also gonna activate my Gravity Well.
Great. Yes, activating your gravity well off the force shield. Good. The second attack, as you swipe with the first claw, this aura of blue shimmers around you for a moment as the claw impacts with an invisible force. The Nexu howls again and reaches back with its other claw and swipes. This time it hits for a 26.
That will hit.
You will take 15 points of kinetic damage.
Okay, so that will take out my whole. I'm sorry, I'm doing the math in my head. It's 2 times. Okay, so I'll take 2 damage.
Great.
It'll
take out your gravity well.
Yeah.
As it swipes, it's almost as if the gravity well slows its paw down just a moment until it manages to scratch you just a little bit. And that will be the Nexu's turn. Plick, it is now your turn. As you have been somewhere, mysteriously, somehow you managed to pop out of the chassis of M4, as if you had carved a little space out for yourself and ridden inside the droid and no one had seemed to notice. So in the midst of this, out pops Plick with that small golden cube that Pax Goodso had given him, still pounding, beating, trying to figure out how to open it.
Oh man, I still haven't figured out how to open it. Let's see here. So I'm gonna move like 5 feet closer here, and then I'm gonna shoot at him with my shotgun.
Roll your attack.
Well, actually, I guess I should bonus action like try and hide underneath the log or something.
The log is over a river, so you could, but it would be very hard to shoot a shotgun whilst hanging upside down.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that. He's engaged anyway, right?
Yes.
All right, sweet. So let's see. Shotgun is +7.
Is this buckshot or is this slug rounds on their shotgun?
I think it's a slug round. Let's see. So that's 5 + 7, so 12.
12. You do not hit with a 12.
Okay.
As Plick whips the shotgun up, and as he kind of trots, the tree shakes just a little as he goes boom, and the shot goes up high above. Tarek, you feel bits of pepper toss your hair from behind as pellets come very close to the back of your head.
All right. Now I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Roll hide.
So a 9 plus stealth, I'm guessing?
Yes.
18.
18. Very good.
Also, which way is north?
Up.
And how many hours until sundown?
6 galactic standard hours.
What the
There's
fuck?
a reason lots of people don't allow this feat. I'm just saying.
Fantastic.
What is
okay.
this? Wait, what is this feat? Keen?
Yeah, it's keen mind.
Keen mind. He
Oh, this
knows
is the
everything.
thing that Caleb has.
Hold on, I have to look at this for a second.
I can remember everything within a month, and I know which way is north and how much time is left in the day.
See, the funny thing is, none of us know anything you say anyway, so...
Actually, Nax, in one of his recent levels, took Jawaese as a language so that he could
I remember that.
Plick. Currently, none of you understand what Plick says. Also, okay, the time is going to be different pretty much on every planet we're on. So, sure, feel free to ask me that.
Oh, that's hard. Ooh.
I'm just gonna make it up. So
I love it.
Plick, you think you're hidden. Very good. It is Spruik's turn.
All right. Well, I'm not going back over the log because that was not great the last time. So
Just
I'm
jump,
going to-
motherfucker.
I'm just gonna force jump back over here, the 30 feet, and then I guess
And Wookie.
move 30 feet to there. And that is not my turn. I can still do something. No, I can't because that was an action. Yeah, I'm done.
Great. Where did you move? I don't think my roll 20 is updated yet. You moved?
I moved lower
Okay.
left.
Great. My roll 20 will catch up when it catches up. Oh, there it goes. Wow. Everything happened all at once. All right, Tarek, it's your turn. There is a very angry,
Cool.
very large putty tat right in front of you. Its head is probably, I want to say that its jaws are about 2.5, 3 feet wide, and its shoulders stand even with your eyes.
Okay.
Big
Let
putty
me
tat.
see here. Sorry, I'm only working with one screen. I'm not used to this.
Oh man,
Mm.
the what a first world problem to have.
I know. I gotta be on this couch for a couple days. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Phase Strike.
Okay.
That's gonna be my action. Then
Oh my
I
God,
will
listen.
move, not incurring attacks of opportunity, so that.
I believe Phase Strike is a bonus action.
Oh yes, sorry. Phase Strike is a bonus action. Thank you, Daniel. Oh, you know what? That might not work the way I want it to, though. So I can't cast another bonus action spell as an action, can I, Josh?
Nope.
Okay. That's fine. I will go ahead and make 2 attacks against the. Well, that works actually. My thing heals.
Great. Roll your attacks.
Cool.
And what are you using
So
to
one of
attack
them
with?
is I have a vibro staff.
Oh, vibro staff.
Hold on, I dropped my earbud. Sorry, I dropped my earbud. My vibro staff. So the first one is a 2, so I'm pretty sure it's not gonna hit.
Nah, dog.
Yeah, no, they would, because it would be like an 8 total, and then a 20 total on the second one.
Second one was what? Sorry,
20
oatmeal cream
total.
pie. 20 hits. Sorry,
Okay, cool.
oatmeal cream pie.
So that's gonna be 6 plus 4, so that's 10 damage, and then I add, I believe, a D8. I gotta switch over this powers page. Another D8 of force damage for the phase strike.
Great. What is the
So
force
15 damage.
15 total?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I want to try to like pop him in the eye for the first one, but I'm gonna miss, and then I'm just gonna like kind of like open my hands and use the force to like smack it in the head, like turn the staff. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So as you pull the staff out, it hums to life as the ends of the staff begin to vibrate rapidly as you twirl and try to strike the Nexu ducks quickly before lunging at you. And as it does, you manage to just swat your hand backwards through the force as an invisible energy just and pummels
I pimp smacked him.
Yeah, sure. You pimp smacked the kitty cat.
Cool.
Anything else?
Oh, I could have given myself advantage on that other attack, but we've already done it, so forget it. Until the power ends, so I shouldn't move because the power's over. I think that's it for me. That's action, bonus action.
Okay, very good. In that case, it is Saxon's turn.
Oh boy. So first question, can I hold a cantrip as an action?
A tech power? If
well,
it is an action, yeah, I mean, it's an action to cast most tech powers, so sure.
Right, but most cantrips are just attacks with a weapon in general.
I mean, you can hold an
That's
action.
where I'm.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if it's an action, you can hold it. If it's a bonus action, you can hold it. So,
All right. So as as a bonus action, we're gonna Colto pack on Tarek, like one of those healing grenades from the arena fight. Saxon's just gonna pull the pin. Droid eye on your rear, and it's just gonna. Right over
I see what he did there.
Yes.
Because
That's
of
max
my
healing
ass.
for 9. Yes.
Thanks.
Sometimes I'm smart. 9 healing coming your way, Dylan.
Appreciate it, Jesse. I wish that it was actual IRL healing.
Be thankful I'm not a doctor, because I have no patience. Ha.
Hey.
We're gonna hold our action as a cantrip, or the tech power cantrip.
Yeah, you can just hold your action. You can just say,
Okay,
what are you holding your action for?
Warding shot if it comes within 40 feet of Saxon, because he's at 50 right now.
Okay, so you're holding your action for
when that comes within 40 feet of
okay.
Saxon.
If the Nexu comes within 40 feet of you.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. If he comes within 40 feet of you, okay, excellent. You can do that for sure. All right, if that's it, then M4 is next. If not, keep going.
No, I like where he's at right there. M4, having Plick jumped out of him, he's going to pull out the blaster rifle and go unexpected cargo, expected murder, and move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to start going up the log, and we're going to use the blaster rifle to shoot at the Nexu.
Very good. Roll your attack.
Which is a... where is it? There it is. D20 plus 4. It's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
D8 plus 4. That's 2, so 6 total energy damage coming its way.
Very good. 6 energy damage. As you manage to singe a bit of its fur with M4's accurate shots, you see splotches of black, and you can smell burnt hair, or at least Tarek and Plick can really smell burnt hair because they're right there.
M4 is gonna pull the blaster down and go, "Come and get some," and that'll be M4.
Very good. M3, it's your turn.
All right, great. So first off, question: can I dash with my boots?
Yes.
Great. I'm not going to do that, but good to know. Anyway, M3 is going to come out here, and then he's going to click his heels together, and then he's going to start flying with rockets from his feetsies. I'm going to move 25 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's not terrifying at all.
From his feetsies.
As I'm floating out there, and I'm going to just throw a vibrosphere at it.
Great. Roll your attack for the vibrosphere. Yes, M3 now has rocket boots.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's like an evil Wall-E.
So wait, what was your roll, M3?
Oh, sorry. It's in the. It's 11.
11. Okay, 11 does not hit. It soars past the Nexu, who you just missed. It was stunned at seeing a robot fly, or a droid flying at it. So yes,
right,
by the
I'm
way,
done.
M3 has rocket boots. Za, your turn. I won't regret that. I won't.
Quit lying to yourself.
Give me just a second.
I mean, it's really a problem for the rest of the party because, I was planning on killing them all anyway.
Now we can just do it from really high up.
I like not being dead, so if you would heed my request to not kill me, that would be great.
Peter Pan was.
Yeah. This is end of campaign stuff. You're fine.
I see. Okay. Great betrayal type stuff. I have to reload my roll 20, so it's taking me a moment. I apologize.
You're fine. You're fine.
For some reason, my tablet decided to crash, and I'm not sure why.
No worries. The Nexu, while Za is reloading, the Nexu is looking pretty rough, probably bloodied almost-ish.
Hmm.
I can relate.
30.
Oh, you got Heather with that one.
Bloody. Bloody, not septic.
Hmm.
Uh,
And I'm still
So I had to attack and not dash because I'm still raging, and if I don't attack or take damage, I lose. In case anyone was curious about the machinations.
he would like to rage.
I love the concept of a droid raging.
Yeah, rage protocol. It's a robot thing.
What does it look like, Steven? Does his eyes just turn red when
Yeah,
he's
his
raging?
eyes just turn red.
Just an overheating engine, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
I had that problem too. My PC was just raging the other day.
There it is.
Good.
All right, Za, are you good to go?
I think so. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do as my move because I'm very far away, having killed the first one. Well, assisted in killing the first one. I can't take that credit away.
No, you
Since
did a
it-
good bit of damage. It was a
Right.
team effort.
Yeah, I mean, M3 got the last hit, but I think I softened it up. Not that type of spell. I'm just trying to go through and see what. Not much in the way of options. Guess I could do that. All right.
All right, so what's happening, Za?
Sure. I'm just gonna use my bonus action to cast Phase Strike on myself.
Okay.
Then, with the additional 30 feet of movement I get from that and my lean and agility racial feature, I'll have enough movement to kind of dart my way. So I can use that to the log and then across the log. Then it'll culminate in an attack on the next zoo with my, I'll use this.
Great. So with great speed, the Cathar quickly dashes across the log,
Count
and
on
with speed and feline agility.
count on
So
two
roll your attack.
those. The rapier is +6. I have advantage on the roll from using phase strike.
Mm-hmm.
+6 is 18. Yeah, 12 and 6 is 18.
To hit, 18 hits.
Excellent. He'll take D8 +4 plus an extra D8, so 2 D8s +4. 3 and an 8 is 11, +4 is 15. I'll take 15 damage.
15 damage?
Yep.
Wow, okay. Ouch.
That's a bonus action, that's an action, and that's a movement, so that's all my stuff.
Fantastic. That was a good chunk of damage. So as Zod, M4 does a 360 because Zod runs by him so quickly. He's like, whoa, as he spins around and ends up facing the same direction. Zod quickly pounces with his rapier and skewers right underneath in between the ribs of the Nexu, and you hear a great yowl as a reaction. The Nexu attacks Za for a 19.
That'll break.
Okay. Is there
I
any
just
way
have-
you have to prevent it from hitting you?
We'll see. I'm looking through.
Okay. If
Because I'm
not,
pretty sure it's going to hit me. I just have to know when I announce my ability. Because if I want to make sure I do it right,
Sure. If you have an ability that could
Damages me with. Oh, no, it has to damage me with the attack. So.
Okay, great. Well, it's going to hit you with 15 kinetic damage.
Okay. When it damages me with the attack, I will expend one channel the force and my reaction to Makashi Riposte.
Yeah, so you get to attack it, right?
I negate a D10 plus Guardian level plus Dexterity mod. If I negate, or if the damage that's dealt to me becomes 0 as part of the reaction, I make an attack.
Great. Roll a d10 and add all of those things. My lord. All right. So
So
level
D10
4.
plus
Really cool.
8,
This is a really cool ability.
Guardians are broken.
16.
Okay,
All right.
you may make an attack.
Hell
So
yeah.
with the rapier, it's plus 6. That's the 12, not 20. Roll a d20. It's 14 plus 6 is 20, not natural. I'm guessing a 20 breaks
Oh,
because
yeah,
an
sorry.
18
Yes,
broke.
20 not natural. Yes, sorry. I
All right.
was
So
thinking
this is, no, it's cool. D8 plus 4. You rolled a 2, so 6 damage.
6 damage. Great. Note to self: stronger bad guys. 6 damage. So as the Nexu with its first attack, after being skewered, brings its massive claw and paw up. It swipes down, and with an almost arrogant grace, Zawarudo pivot spins almost in place, and in the process redraws his rapier and swap, and catches the Nexu under the chin just as it's trying to come down, completely avoiding the paw and delivering a snarky riposte. The Nexu, in rage, will attack once more. This time it rolls for a 26.
I mean, that's super breaks.
Great. Unless you have another reaction, this second claw, as you dodge the first one and swipe up, the second claw comes around from the side and catches you in the shoulder, and 15 kinetic damage will be dealt to you.
Pretty sure we only get one reaction per round.
You do. You do.
I thought as much, so I'll take 15 damage. Ow.
You could have taken 30.
That's true, and I would have been dead. So
Instead, you took 15 and dealt 6. So
neat.
I mean, that's a solid trade-off. And
Yeah.
that's all that the Nexu will do. Plick, it's your turn. Plick from the bushes.
All right, I'm gonna shoot at him.
From the bushes?
Yeah, from the bushes.
Fantastic. A tiny or a large gun barrel pops out of some foliage.
It's very Elmer Fuddish.
It's what I envision. Elmer Fudd with glowy yellow eyes.
All right, sweet. So it's a natural 20.
Oh my God. Okay.
Excellent.
Roll your
Blast.
double your dice damage.
How would Elmer Fudd say Houtine?
So let's see what
teeny.
damage off of that. So it's 2d4 and then 2d6. So 14 plus 14, 28 doubled is 56.
56?
Is that right?
Wait, how much dice damage does your shotgun
No,
do?
I doubled it. So it's 2d4 plus 5, so it's 7 plus 7. And then the sneak attack damage is 2d6.
Oh, I forgot about sneak attack. All right, so you don't double the sneak attack damage.
Oh, do you not? It's still a dice roll.
No, you only double the shotgun damage.
That sucks.
No, wait, do you double sneak attack, Steven? Oh, okay, you double sneak attack. Wow. Oh,
I
my
think you
God.
do, yeah.
The potential Elmark just has in his head.
So
It's the
double of
dice.
both would be, that'd be 28 and then plus 5.
So 28 plus 5?
Yeah, so 32.
32. Okay, still more than enough. How do you want to kill this thing?
I'm just gonna stick my gun barrel out of the bush and then just blow it to pieces with a shotgun.
Great. As Za, with powerful elegance and grace, has been slowly chipping at this thing, a shotgun barrel from a bush nearby pops out, and you hear this little Jawaese giggle before, from one side, you see the impact of several pellets into the side of the Nexu as it goes up and out. The other side explodes, almost like a grenade in a much wider burst as the pellets opened and spread as they traversed through the Nexu's body. You see bits of lung and intestine and other various entrails fly in this deep violet blood that is the color of the Nexu's internal organs, and it, without uttering a sound, just goes and falls dead. We are
Ugh,
out of
yuck.
that.
So M3's gonna finish his fly and then just sink the axe into the head of the Nexu and say, "I did it."
Great job, M3.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Saxon's gonna
Who's
climb
next?
M4 and cross the log on M4 to the other side. Like, yes, this is all very good. Zah, are you fine? You need some repairs?
Yes, that would be great. If I had to say how I'm feeling like 30%. So some health would be, please.
Here, try this. Saxon's gonna reach into his bandolier and grab out a large syringe from a cylinder, stab it into your arm, press the back end of it, and we're gonna
Yeah.
use healer feet.
Do you stab it into the already open wound?
Yeah, sure. Fuck
Excellent.
it.
That'll hurt less.
Requiem for a Dream, that shit. Hell yeah. D6 plus 4. 7 total healing coming your way.
Thank you.
Very good. Don't forget that Beck also gave each of you 2 med packs for emergency use. So that was last time when you guys were leaving. He gave you 2 fine med packs,
Yes.
each of you. So just a reminder to make sure you have those.
That is roll.
That's 2d4 plus 2 each, correct, Josh?
No, that is
No, the fine
roll
med packs.
2 hit die.
Yes, the
plus-
fine med packs are 2
Oh.
hit die plus your Constitution modifier times 2. So
That's 2 for each of us?
yes, 2 of those for each of you. So whatever your hit dice is, you will roll it twice or roll it and double it, and then you will add your Constitution modifier twice. So they are very healthy, which
Very healthy
means
indeed.
that you are all about to fight very large, angry things.
Maybe I wasn't able to find it in the system.
All right. So with that, we're out of combat. You all have crossed successfully, or can successfully enough cross over the sort of the fallen log, the makeshift bridge. As you kind of look, you have a rough bearing, kind of a rough path to follow, but it's not clear. So I need someone to make one more survival check to see if you safely make it to your destination, or at least the intended destination.
Survival is what? Intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm proficient in survival. If you'd like me to do it, folks.
Saxon can assist you and give
Okay.
you guidance, or
Is it helpful that we know which way's north?
No. You just know which way north is. If you were lost, but you don't think you're lost right now.
so add a d4 to that as well.
All right. So 17 plus 2 is 19.
Very good. 19. Easily enough, Za, with the help of a few tiny nanobots that Saxon has whipped up, that sort of managed to fly up above the foliage and take pictures of the landscape and bring them back down to apply to the map that Za is building of the planet. You're easily enough over the next 2.5, 3 hours, you're able to walk pretty quickly, and you eventually find yourself coming through the jungle. There's all sorts of animals. You see many woolamanders. They appear to be the predominant primate species on the planet. They have these tufts of blue fur with long, hairless tails that on the end have a rainbow-colored tuft of fur. They have
Can I try to tame one?
You can try to talk to one, sure, or try to catch one. They are, most of them are in the trees nearby. So as you're walking, if you would like to attempt to approach a woolamander, I will allow that.
Because I'll just roll an animal handling check if that's all you want.
M3 hucks a vibroblade at it.
No.
Roll an
20
attack.
to hit.
Great. Hold on. What's your handle animal check, Saxon?
It's a 17.
Oh, good. So, Saxon, you see this smaller than average Woolamander. It's got some rainbow tufts in its hair, and it's munching on this large, yellow, misshapen fruit. It's cracked open, and it's like, as you slowly approach it, it's about the same size as you, maybe a little smaller. As you approach it slowly, it frees, and it gives you these big monkey eyes. And you know,
Whoa there.
and just as you're reaching towards it, you hear, as sticking from the head of it, you see impaled is the large vibro sword that M3 carries around. The Woolamander has not moved because it went in so quickly, it pinned it directly to the tree where it was at. So the Woolamander sits, eyes lifeless, as the fruit drips.
M3, I was trying to help it.
I saved you.
It
I collect my sword.
no threat.
As soon as you collect your sword, several other Woolamanders jump down and begin to pull pieces of the dead one off and start chewing rapidly as they scamper back into the trees.
Never mind, never mind, never mind. We're gone.
Yeah, we should go. We should. I know.
That's fucking foul.
Just for the record, I'm using one of those fine med packs.
Great. Thank you
Just
for
letting
letting
you
me
know. Yeah, just keeping it all above board.
So after a few hours of walking, the suns, there are three, are beginning to slowly set. The first of the three is beginning to set. So as the light dims, the sky turns from this brilliant sort of light yellow orange color and starts to shift into a deep purple as the evening is approaching. As you continue to travel, you eventually come into a clearing, a place where some trees and some of the foliage has been cut away and stripped, where there is now nothing but deep tan dirt and silt that coats the ground. As you step into the clearing, you hear voices not far off, and you see a small structure, like a prefabricated hut, almost, that has been erected nearby. There's a buzz around it as you see two humans and a Devorian, which, if you remember or don't remember what Devorians are, they are the ones that literally look like devils. They have red skin with large horns. You saw one in the Mos Eisley Cantina in the very first Star Wars movie. There's a Devorian in a dark gray jumpsuit. He has several tools fastened around his belt, and he carries some sort of hollow film tablet-like thing as he's scrolling with his finger and inputting information. There are two droids that you can see just through the entrance of this prefab hut that seem to be aggressively dusting and exploring. Not far off in the ground, you see behind the hut, you see a hole, an entrance of some kind with several lanterns, several glowing orbs that have been set up around the corners to illuminate the entrance. As you approach, the Devorian turns, and you get a good look at his face. He has a tall head, long black horns, and his skin is a deep red. He has slitted eyes, and over one of them, he wears a shiny robotic monocle that automatically, as you approach, adjusts. You can see it twist and hear as it focuses on you automatically, and you hear him say, "Ah, you must be the adventurers that were sent to us from the derelict. Hello, good evening. My name is Ter Chol, and I am the lead archaeologist here on Adega. I believe you have spoken with one of my apprentices," and he indicates to a sort of doughy, dark-haired human that wears an identical gray jumpsuit. This is, as you know, Ornithol, and his counterpart, his friend, dare I say, Bida. And Bida is a totally bald human that has brilliant, what's the word I'm looking for? Indigo. Brilliant indigo eyes. There's no pupil, there's no iris, just indigo eyes.
Ugh.
They are my assistants. They are not terribly smart, but they are hard workers. Now, come, there is much to do, much we have to discuss.
What did you say his name was?
His
Stein?
name is Ter Chol. Turh space Chol.
Chol. Are you sure it's not Captain Hammerlock?
Who is
Yeah,
who's Captain Hammerlock?
Play Borderlands.
don't worry about it.
Oh, Oh, yeah, I've played some of Borderlands 3, so it's the only one.
Very
All right.
fun.
Anyway,
Church.
Turch, he motions you quickly. Follow me into the hut, please. It will be dark soon. Much to do. Now, as I'm sure you were informed by our benefactors on the derelict, the ones who sent out the missive to hire you, that you are not only the greatest group of adventurers / bodyguards, but the second group to have been sent to us. As we have specifically requested better prepared ones. We have lost contact with our first group that ventured into the ruins, and, well, I'm afraid that you are going to be charged with finding them, as well as, and more importantly, old artifacts. Anything ancient. Please take a look around the room in here. You will see our faithful droid companions working diligently to clean off the things we have found. We are very excited about these ruins. Nothing this old has been found as a built structure on Adega ever. Dare I say, this could be the moment of my triumph. As he continues
Right.
muttering, lost in thought.
What was the last you heard from the last group?
It has been, and he pulls, he whips out a chronometer, which is essentially a watch, but it's tuned to the galactic standard time, so that he's able to sort of, Adega time is so primitive. As he flips over his chronometer, he says, "It has been 3 standard galactic days since our last communique with our initial exploration crew."
And what was the last thing they told you?
Well, that they were going in to the ruins. And then
How many?
How many? 4. 4 of them. Burly fellows. One of them was one of those green piggy folks. Oh gods, I can't remember their names. The big green muscly ones.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about. They're Gamorreans.
Yes, fine.
Yes, they took some guns, and some blasters and some swords or axes. I don't know. I have no need for weapons. What are you going to do with weapons in a tomb?
Well, clearly they needed them, or else.
Well, or they're lost. Also an option.
True, fair.
Now, do you have any questions, or should I just send you on your way?
Could we just look around the room at some of the
Yes,
things that they found?
Yes, by all means, please look. These are just the preliminary artifacts. Our planetary scans have indicated that there are several levels to this particular ruin. We aren't able from the scans to identify exactly what it is or what it was meant for, but we're hoping with some exploration you'll be able to determine, or at least bring things back so I can determine. I am very well educated. But please, look around the room, but do not touch anything. Clear?
Have-
If
have
the others
you-
don't return, can we have a fraction of their pay?
Well, no, pay will be given to the ones who return. If you
Oh, okay.
return, you get paid. If they return, they get paid. If you both return...
Eliminate all competition. Got it.
Oh my goodness, does
So,
your droid have a restraining bolt?
don't worry about him. That's just his quirk. Tell me, have you mapped out any of these ruins that you're sending us into? Is there any sort of information about?
We have mapped out the basic dimensions with length, width, and height, but the durasteel walls that it is made of are particularly thick and lined with flecks of dunium, which make it impossible for our scans to penetrate and give us specific readings of what we found on the inside.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We can
We
tell
draw
you
you-
that it is relatively 4,000 years old, give or take a few hundred years. And we can tell you that we have never found built structures like this on Adega before. For the most part, Adega is a fairly primitive planet. There are very few sentient creatures, but plenty of wildlife, as I see some of you have noticed, judging by the blood.
Oh yeah, quite familiar. So we'll draw you a map of the temple while we're down there for double the pay.
Double the pay?
It's a dangerous job. We should be compensated fairly, don't you think?
I agree that there might be a need for some compensation. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Can I assist him?
No.
That's persuasion.
Okay.
Persuasion is it's only +3, so I have 16.
16. Very good. I believe that compensation might be called for, but double seems aggressive. What was the initial offer? I will give you a 15% increase in pay for successfully mapping out the entire interior of the structure, and I will also provide you with the technology to do so quickly.
This seems like a fair
Sounds
deal.
like a good deal.
Oh, I'll extend a hand to shake his hand on the deal.
Hold on. He pulls a glove from his pocket and slips his hand into a glove and then reaches out and shakes your hand quickly. Yes, I don't know where you've been. Before he puts the glove back on his pocket.
Good coronavirus protocol.
Yes, there's
I
a
can't-
terrible pandemic on my planet.
Understood. Ain't no hard feelings. You got to be safe.
Yes. Well, in that case, Ornithol and Beta can hand you or can give you a few devices that follow you around and will map the area as you traverse it. It should be simple enough. They pose no threat to anything. They'll just take pictures, more or less.
Seems good to us.
Wait, sorry, the fat guy's coming with us?
No, he's sending tiny robots to follow you around and take pictures.
Oh.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Sure.
7.
7. Telling the truth. He seems like a little weird, but super genuine.
Nice.
Sorry, my battery
All
died.
right.
Do I see anything small and valuable on these artifacts that he's talking about?
You see lots of small things, but they all appear to be very, very old. Most of them are fossilized, and they're all
Oh, so
different
nothing like metal.
they're all different shapes and sizes, and it's hard to tell. Most of it does appear fairly fossilized.
No shinies.
So no shinies to steal. Okay.
I mean, you could roll if you want to roll an investigation to try to check them out a little bit more. Sure, you could do that.
I said roll. So 12 plus investigation is 5, so 17.
17. You see what appear to be artifacts of different size and shape. Some of them appear to be as trivial as trinkets, like wooden, or at one point wooden jewelry, or like you see something that appears to be some kind of beaded necklace that appears to have been fossilized and stuck into a thick slab of compressed dirt and mud. You see one of the robots is cleaning off some kind of small box that is he's not able to open yet. It's been totally sealed and crusted over time. You see a small statue of what appears to be a robed man with his hand pointed up towards the sky that's being cleaned off. He is also fairly close to being fossilized, and several other artifacts. One of them one of them is some kind of emblem that appears to have been embossed on a piece of wood that has fossilized over time. The emblem is a circular shape. On the bottom, it appears to be thick and filled in with several rays, as if the bottom half is a sun. The top half, just a circle, no rays, but empty. Tarek, roll a wisdom check for me.
I'm going to keep an eye out for whenever the guy stops cleaning the little box.
Sure.
It's 17.
17. You recognize this symbol.
Ooh.
It is a familiar symbol to you from a time that you spent. Actually, yeah, Stephen, almost exactly.
Can I see it again? Show it up, Steven.
During your imprisonment, this symbol was emblazoned on the wall in the room that you were locked up in.
What's this guy's name? The professor?
Turk Chol.
What does this mean? What is this symbol?
I am not sure yet. It's the first of its kind I've ever seen. It's very, very old. But it was one of the first things that we discovered. We did not explore very deep. There's a lot of dirt down there, and I am not a fan. So these were just the things that we found near the surface or just buried beneath. But it's very exciting.
All right.
Do you organics need to power down, or can we go?
I'm all right to go, but if anyone wants to rest.
No. With the healing pack that I used, I'm good now. I've still got some powers.
Excellent. Then let us go kill the competition.
Save. And then take their share for ourselves because we saved them.
Very
That's
good.
a better option. I'm with the lad.
More weapons.
Very
I mean,
good.
let's not commit to anything. Let's just see what
Or
happens.
just freedom in general. Maybe not weapons, but
So we're all going into the. We're gonna jump into the ruins.
The little shit's still cleaning the box.
Yes, he is still cleaning the box. Both droids are hard at work cleaning the box. They're both tall, silver, and metallic, and they have several arms, easily 6 arms each, fitted with different kinds of tools, like small chisels, brushes, some with some kind of. It exudes some kind of liquid that they use to start slowly chipping away at some of the caked and dried bits of crust, like planetary crust that's solidified around these objects.
I'll get it on the way back. We can go.
There are probably more shiny things in the ruins for you to find.
True that.
Hey, as we're leaving Stein, Saxon's gonna look behind him, and he's gonna use the background, the careful selection to see who's most viable to take a bribe.
Okay, great. You're looking at which ones? All of them? All of the NPCs?
NPCs, yes, not party. Sorry, Steven.
You know,
I need cash.
from what you can tell, Ornithal has pretty shifty eyes. He keeps like glancing at things left and right. He's a little fidgety, so he seems nervous. He seems shifty.
Okay. Yeah. Saxon will send Miner ahead to kind of scout forward, kind of stay in the tree line so he's not.
Well, you're going underground.
Okay. We'll send him out 20 feet ahead of me.
Great. So you all
Until-
approach the opening. It appears to be about a 10-foot drop down. There is a ladder that you can use if you find it necessary to get into it. But you drop, if you want to drop Miner down there to take a peek, you are more than welcome to do that. Miner.
Before we're gonna do the cantrip tech power, some lights, damn it, mobile lights, and send them down there first.
Great.
oh, cool.
Yeah, that is great. That is great. You send a bunch of lights, a bunch of different kinds of lights go zipping down and into, and Miner follows them quickly. And I'll move you all over. Can you all see?
As we're going, as he sends his lights down, can I look at Spruik and say, "Lad, help me lower everyone down the ladder. You're strong. Let's go." I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder, and we're gonna help everybody down if he decides to help.
That's up to Spruik. Spruik, you gonna help people down, or
I'm not sure if
you?
he's still.
I think he switched
He
to
might
his
have-
phone.
Yes. Yeah. So he might not be able to. If he's able to, we're gonna assume that Spruik only drops 1 or 2 of you. But the fall is not such that it would hurt. Saxon, he lets you go a little, or no, Plick, because Plick shotgunned him. He lets Plick go a little early, and Plick, you fall pretty hard on your butt on the ground, but for the most part, you're okay. So as you drop into these ruins, it's almost as if the sound of the nature of the wildlife that surrounded you on the planet vanishes instantly. You're able to see this small room that you're in. There was once a pair of tables on the edges, but they have either degraded or they have been over time mud and dirt that has fallen and caked over them has left the impression that there was once a table there. The wood itself would have rotted and eroded by now. The air is thick and heavy. Everything is covered with caked brown dirt and mud. You can see that there at one point might have been some very modest decorations. It's a small room, not terribly large. As you fall, there is a hallway here. Nope, wrong clicker. There's a hallway here that stretches down, and you can see deep down it. There's no lights, but if you send one of the lights down there, you can see several doorways. Directly in front of where you fall, there's a staircase that descends, but before you get too far, there's a large door of some kind that is shut and sealed. You don't see anything electronic. You see no technology outside of what you would see pre-space, pre-hyperspace era. So it's all very old technology. On the sides of the room, here in the top and here in the bottom near the table, are two large chains that come out of the wall and hang. And this is the initial room. There, from what you can tell, there's nothing inherently dangerous. There is a shut door. There are two chains on the walls and a long hallway with several other doorways and passageways that you can explore.
Are the chains
Okay.
connected to anything?
The chains go into the walls here and here, but they're not connected to anything else. They just hang.
Spruik, you helped me lower everyone into the cave, and as we were the last two up top, I would have told you, keep your eye out. There could be other folk in there. I've got a bad feeling.
That's fair. Josh, I can't see the map, so
That's fine. Right now you can just see a room. There's a staircase and chains on the walls. The chains are not connected to anything, but they each go into a different wall.
Can I investigate to see if I can tell which way other people may have went?
Sure. Roll an investigation for me.
8 plus 5. So
Guidance.
13.
Great. You see that there are there's a good bit of footprints. You can tell that someone has recently walked around and disturbed the dust. You see a pair of footprints, two sets that walk down the long hallway, and two other sets appear to have walked up to the door and then vanish. You can see half a footprint underneath where the door has been shut.
All right, cool. I'm going to run up to the door and knock on it.
You knock on the door and you hear as you knock, and you hear echoes from behind, but nothing happens.
Okay, I'm going to run back up to the group.
Okay. Well, you guys going to explore and stand there?
Daniel was
can
saying
Spruik
something.
pull on one of the chains?
Sure. Spruik, roll a strength
wait.
check. Or I'll roll a strength. What's your plus, Spruik?
5.
5? Do you roll? You have proficiency in strength, right?
I do, yeah, so it'd be 7.
7. Great. Spruik, I rolled a 15
7?
for you. So plus 7 makes it 22. So Spruik walks up to one of the chains and grabs it with both hands, and he pulls. And as he pulls, you see him strain, and the chain moves, and you hear as it sounds like something is shifting, and dirt from the door falls, cluttering, or falls as if something inside is shifting. But Spruik, you pull the chain all the way to the center of the room, but the door does not lift, and the chain goes no farther than the center of the room. You've reached its length.
Maybe
Maybe
someone should try to pull the other chain, because there's two
M3 looks
chains on
strong.
opposite sides, right?
There are two chains, yes. Two chains.
M4 will reach up and grab one of them, and he'll look to M3 and go, "I challenge you to a strength contest."
M3 pulls the cord on his vibroblade, says,
No.
all right.
No. with the chain.
Wait, but we already have one chain pulled. We just need one, right?
The door has not opened with one.
Yeah, but he's
There's
pulling on
another
one,
one.
so we need the other one. So
Yes,
do you
there is
need
one
help,
more
M4?
chain that you think. You guys can help each other pull it.
Oh, I thought there were 2 more.
No, there is only one other chain. 2 chains.
2 chains.
Chains.
So M4, do you wish to pull it?
Yes.
Great. M3 wouldn't want to anyway.
That is.
Is the
8.
chain pulling back on Spruik? Like, is there obvious?
Yes. If you
Okay.
let go of, you can feel resistance. If you let go of the chain, it's going to snap back into the wall.
Gotcha.
Great. So who's pulling the chain? The second chain?
M4.
Sometime today would be
M4.
pretty quick.
M4 is pulling the chain. It is a 14 for a strength check.
14 for a strength check.
I'd like to stand by the door, not too close to it, but close enough so that if something comes through the door,
Okay.
I can get in its way.
Excellent. As you're standing there, prepared just in case. As the as M4 grabs the chain and he starts, you hear his servo motors and his circuitry. He did not succeed in pulling the chain with a 14. He did give it a really good go. It budged a little, but you can hear Saxon. You're able to hear that if he strains much harder, he's gonna pop a few motors.
At that, M3 is gonna put his hand like around M4's hands and pull with him.
Great. M3 roll a strength check to assist.
The disrespect.
Wait, have we even tried the door, like a doorknob yet? I feel like we always take the hardest route to open doors.
So this door doesn't have a knob, but there are a
Okay.
hallway of doors with knobs you could have tried.
So click twice, but 17 is the first one.
Great. With a 17 and a 14, the two of you together it's easy enough to pull the chain to the middle and meet Spruik. As the chains get close and you are standing next to Spruik, the door shifts. You see more dust fall, and it begins to lift and lift and lift. As it lifts and you hear it come to its pinnacle, Tarek, you see a descending staircase that goes down and down and down into the darkness. You cannot see where it ends because it curves, it turns around the corner. But I will reveal the revealing item.
So when M3's hand took over M4, you could hear Careless Whisper playing in his software programming. M4 is stricken by M3 now.
I'm sorry, is this our ghost moment?
Yeah.
No.
Oh man.
Not like,
Righteous
not like
Brothers, right?
Just,
Is there any way to tie these chains together? Like,
You could try to find something in the room that might connect them and hold them together, or be
Saxon,
creative.
come over here. I need to tie something to you.
Could we use a
Yeah.
The chains are metal, right?
They are indeed metal.
Could we use a lightsaber to weld the chains together?
Ooh, yes, yeah, I would allow that attempt. If someone had a lightsaber that was not occupied that would like to activate it and attempt to use it to weld the chains together.
I mean, I'll give it a shot. I don't know what skill that would be. You tell me.
I would like you to roll an attack with your lightsaber. I think that's the closest thing we'll get to. You do have a Shoto saber, yes?
Yeah, I've got the Shoto saber.
Very good.
And I don't know, I think I told you, but I don't know if anyone else knows. I kind of tinkered with it a little bit. So rather than being a standard short-bladed saber, the blade extends to a normal length, but it's thin, like the emitter's been choked, so that it kind of forces out, so it's more like a rapier.
Yeah, like the Star Wars Rebels cartoon lightsabers.
I haven't seen that.
You
so
should. It's great.
I'm going to take your word for it.
It's very good.
It's a plus
Clone
7.
Wars good.
Oh, all within plus 7. I have 15.
15. With a 15, easy enough. You're able to take the saber, and with the two chains on the end touching, you use the saber to heat the chains up until the metal fuses into one link. After a short time, as the metal is beginning to fuse, I need Spruik, M3, and M4 to roll one more strength check, please, to see if you manage to maintain your hold. It's wearing on your muscles and your motors.
M4 will forgo the roll and give M3 advantage.
Okay, very good. I will accept.
D20 plus 7, please.
A D20. That's right. D20 plus 7.
You want me to get him, Josh, or you got it?
I got it. Oh, shoot. Natural 20. Spruik ain't even breaking a sweat.
I got an 18.
Great. Easy enough. You guys are managing it. Spruik looks at M3 and with little like, as if it's not even trying. You see Spruik take one hand while holding the chain, scratch himself a little, pats M3 on the head, and then comes back to the chain. Just bragging a little in Wook. So after a few moments, the chains are now fused together into one long chain that crosses the center of the room.
Well, I don't know how long this will hold, but
Can we look on the inside of the door to see if there's not a way to open the door from the inside just in case it falls?
Sure. You see nothing.
And you said there was a footprint that was half on our
Yeah,
side
so
of
when
the
the door
door that
lifts
led
up, you
down
can
here,
see
right?
that another set of footprints has gone down the stairs.
Click is going to go down the stairs.
Wait, I'm going to put my hand out and try to stop him.
No.
And I'm going to say, in the interest of honesty, I've seen that symbol that the nerd up there showed us before. And the last time I saw it, I'm going to hit my little metal eye. I'm going to say I didn't have this. So keep that in mind.
You didn't have a brain?
I had both of my regular eyes.
You stole the eye then? That's when you got the eye?
Click
Yes,
continues down the stairs.
When I lost my eye. All right, lad. Whatever you want to do.
Oh, I thought that was a cosmetic choice.
The other doors,
No.
they're shiny in those, maybe.
No.
Plick goes
not
down the
cosmetic.
stairs. Plick, as you walk...
Damn Jawas. Fine.
As you walk... Plick, do you have a light?
I feel like Jawas would have like dark vision, right? I do have dark vision.
You do? Okay, great. Plick, you don't need light. Your eyes light up, and you can see with your glowy eyeballs because Jawas have weird glowy eyes. So you Plick sees just fine. As Plick, as you walk down, do the rest of you follow him?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to go last, actually. I'd like to let everybody else go before me, and then I want to protect the rear.
I want to follow and stay close to the front so I can make sure there are no traps, or at least try to make sure there are no traps.
Sure. As you descend down the stairs, you walk into a large, apparent empty room. The small robotic hovering lights that Saxon created zip around to the corners to help illuminate. You see a footprint, or the footprints walk to the center of the room and then vanish in the very center of the room. Are you checking for traps, anyone, or are we just walking in?
I think Zod is checking the traps.
I think.
Oh, that's what I thought. Zod, roll your trap check.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's a survival check.
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. That's why I thought it.
Boost. Add a D4.
Okay. So 11, 6 is 17 plus a D4 is 20, not natural.
20, not natural. Very good. The room does not appear to be trapped. There's nothing that seems malicious about this particular room. There's a few dusty things laying around. You see some artifacts of some kind. There's a what appears to be some kind of fossilized shoe in the background. There was once a table, or there was appears to be like a degraded wooden table of some kind, and there's some parchment on top of it that appears to be in pretty good condition, given how old it should be. There appear to be you see a few large metal staves, as if they once held gigantic barrels down here. It's easy to surmise that this was some kind of cellar, and the footprints lead to the center of the room and then vanish.
Do I see anything like on the roof?
On the roof? No. You see the roof.
Ceiling, rather, not the roof.
Yeah, the ceiling. You see nothing mysterious or suspicious on the ceiling. It just is caked in thick mud. There's not much decoration, and you can't tell if the walls would have been decorated and they've just eroded over the passages of time, or if this place was very simple.
Can we try to see if there's any like hidden levers or like a false wall or anything that's hiding another room?
Sure, roll an investigation check for me.
I'm gonna pick up the fossilized shoe while he's doing that.
Okay.
What's the piece of parchment say?
What is the parchment? Spruik, you walk up to the sort of eroded, degraded table, and as you leaf through the parchment, you find something that appears not terribly decayed. It's old, but younger than what they estimate, or what Terchol estimated the ruins themselves to be. It is it appears almost as if it's a page that's been torn from a separate book. It's incomplete and has only an excerpt written in Galactic Basic. As you rife through it, or Galactic Common, as you skim through it, this is what you manage to read. Hold on just a second. The excerpt begins, and again, it's incomplete, so it begins and ends like this. Hunt, to find his whereabouts, has led me here, to this small dwelling on Adega. The inhabiting monks seem friendly enough, welcoming me into their home and offering me food and lodging. I have questioned the Ancognites at great length about their mysterious visitor, and I have no doubt it is the man I'm following. His interest in this particular location is odd. Perhaps if they allowed me into the catacombs beneath their temple, I might be able to find a connection. Yet the monks are quite firm on that area being off limits to those outside their religion. Perhaps if I could find my companion, Skynanex, he could offer me some insight as to why Plagueis would visit such a place. Odd that I have not seen him in... And that is where the writing ends as the page is torn.
Ooh.
I
rolled a 19 on my
a
investigation.
Sure. Hold on just a second. I'm going to send a copy of that excerpt to you all.
Thank you.
Does Spirit recognize the name Plagueis?
I don't know, Spruik, have you heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Would that not have been something that was taught in the academy at all?
It is not a tale the Jedi teach.
I'm dying.
I'm like directly quoting the movie right now, Jacob. No, you would not have heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Plagueis was not someone that the Jedi were keen to teach on those that knew about it. And if you had been a master, then you might have heard.
Okay, well,
I heard
that
he's not so bad.
100% nothing to me then, and I'm going to hand it to somebody.
Sure.
Not M3.
All right. So as you all sift through that excerpt, taking turns reading it, except for M3, who might just burn it. In your investigation, Tarek, you don't find any... you don't find anything that appears to be a trap or a lever, but where the footprints disappear, there's a large tile, it seems. Some kind of... the floor is sectioned off into large rectangles and chunks. And on this one, you see the emblem, the one that's familiar to you, the one that was emblazoned on the piece of wood, or the chunk of wood that Terchol had been cleaning. And around the emblem are words in an unfamiliar language. They read, Dalvia stai visa edui curis tariam tifunes tave irus.
Shite. Did anybody speak this language?
What language is it?
I don't know. Never seen it before.
Does anyone speak or understand ancient Sith?
I know Jawanese. Is it kind of close?
You can't even understand.
Like French and Spanish.
It's actually one and the same. Ancient Sith is the Java language.
Lo and behold, Meek / Plick is Darth Plagueis the Wise. So no, none of you understand what it says.
Nope.
Can I try to take out the codex and see if I can get her to Siri, Google Translate?
Sure, pull out the codex.
Okay, I'll pull out the codex and I will say, Lass, I'm wondering if you could translate this for me. And I'm gonna, I don't know, is there like an eye on there or like a front-facing camera?
No, it's fairly as far as you can tell, you haven't figured out how to open it yet. You've turned a few of the panels and you've connected some of the star chart that's emblazoned on the outside of it, but you have not completed the map. And every time you complete it, something is revealed or more is shown to you. But as you talk
More
to
of the map, yeah.
as you talk to the codex, there is no response. It continues to fluctuate in a myriad of colors, from pink to blue to green to orange to red.
Karis, are you feeling okay? You are talking to a box.
I know. I'm not feeling great. Could I know we don't have pen and paper, but is there somewhere like a data pad where I could record that
Sure, you can
those
write it down.
words?
Also, Plick can remember everything from within a month.
I can do it.
Great. I still want to write it down just in case.
Sure,
but
easily
I
enough
will
to pull
probably-
out a piece of holofilm and record what you've seen.
Can
Great.
I walk over to Saxon and see and be like, hey, I know space is vast and it might not be possible. Can you raise feedback on the comms?
Who
And
did you ask? Saxon?
I guess I'm asking Saxon, but I'm also asking if it's like
You
possible
can
in the realm.
you can certainly try to attempt to hail
Ooh.
feedback.
You know, it would be helpful. I guess we don't know that it's Sith, but
Technically,
Bane
no, but
Bane knows a lot of stuff, and maybe he would know something.
sure. If you would like to attempt, someone with a communicator could attempt to raise feedback. You could attempt to connect with his personal communicator.
I mean, what do you think, party? That's an option. Do we want to try it out?
Well, the last time I was in a temple like this, I had a hard time getting a communication signal out, but I think it's worth a shot.
Well,
Sure. So if you're going to
Saxon,
try,
you're the tech guy.
Saxon, you can roll a Tinker's Tool check to attempt to boost your communicator to get through the thickened walls and the vast distance of space, assuming that Bane is not nearby.
Assuming. So just kind of fill me in while I roll this. What happened? I had to take a pee break.
We don't understand the language, so we are attempting to communicate with feedback in hopes that Bane can translate.
Yeah, I think he knows stuff, and maybe he can help us out and not have us walk into something that could potentially get us all murdered.
I got a 10 total.
A 10 total. Communicators aren't terribly complicated pieces of machinery. While you're trying to fiddle around and figure out what it is, you realize that there's not enough power. And so you walk up to M3, pull out a cable, plug it into the communicator, and plug the other end into the back of M3's skull. And essentially connect your communicator to M3's power source, allowing it to boost its signal rather easily. So for now, you think you might be able to reach out through the walls of the ruins and communicate with Bane. So I'm assuming you try that. After a few seconds, you send out a hailing call. You hear, "Dee-dee-dee-dee. Hello. How can I help you, my friends? Odd to be receiving a call from you."
Yeah.
Aye, lad. Wouldn't call if we didn't need to. I'm going to repeat the message to him and say, can you tell me if you know this language?
Interesting. Where are you?
A creepy old temple.
Creepy to some, interesting to others. I certainly.
Dega.
Ah,
We are on a Dega.
thank you, M3.
I am not a transmitter, little one.
I assume he has plugged his communicator into you to reach
Needed
me.
more power.
Very
You
good.
have your own droid.
I will translate for you. Because we are friends, are we not?
best friends.
The words you are reading are an ancient Sith dialect, one that has not been actively used since before my time on this, well, my first time on this galaxy. The words translate to, those who would enter must first banish the light. That is all.
Hmm.
Good luck. Please stay alive. I intend for one of you to be my apprentice someday, and would be very sad if you all perished.
Quick
And
shoots one of the lights.
it blows up. There's two
Yay.
more. And finally, watch out for the energy spiders. And then the communique clicks off.
2, 3. Bang, bang.
Quickly enough, Plick has shot all of the lights, and you descend immediately into darkness. A few moments after the lights are out, you hear
Lights.
you.
Recast it.
As soon as you hear it, you recast lights, and as soon as you do, you see that the trap door is open, and that there is a small winding staircase that goes deeper into the catacombs.
Beautiful.
All right. If
Look,
we're
runs
gonna do
down the
this,
stairs.
Plick
shite.
is meek.
Okay,
Did
Flick
Brooke
can
just
go
hear
first.
something about fucking energy spiders?
Of course, that's what you latch onto.
I also heard, and I'm not.
M3 will take the rear.
I will be with M3.
M3 will push you in front of him.
That's fine.
M4 is going to carry Saxon, and Miner's going to go 20 feet ahead, try and catch up with Plick.
Very good. As you all descend, you find yourselves deeper and deeper. Slowly, the staircase winds, and as soon as you all pass into it, the trapdoor shuts behind you. And as you continue to descend and descend, you all see the new map.
Yes.
Very good. You find yourself in a large circular room. Inside, the footprints end, and you find laying on the ground is the body of what appears to be a Gamorrean. It looks as if it has been vivisected, torn into pieces, and bits of it either taken or eaten or removed. There is nothing but skin and bone left, and blood and gore smatter the walls. And you see its large Gamorrean axe laying on the ground not far from it in the center of this room. There is a small exit or doorway here. Yes, you can see it there. There are two sort of cut-in spaces up here at the top. You don't see anything in them yet, but you have not explored them.
Can I see if he's got, Josh, a wristband that like ours?
Like
I
from
would.
the derelict?
Blick would like to search the body before
Yeah.
anybody else gets there, but he wouldn't touch a wristband, so.
Great. There does appear to be pieces of a wristband. It's not really in the best shape. There is Plick, you find 1,200 credits on his body. And you also find Plick you find an enhancement, some kind of metal plate that will be a bonded plate Mark 1.
I'm gonna
You can put
take
that in
his
your
little
inventory.
wristband. I'm just gonna put it in my like like how a jacket has a map pocket
Mm-hmm.
on the inside. I'm gonna put it in there.
Is that what that
I'm gonna-
pocket's for?
Yeah. It's like an
Is-
old school.
M3 is going to take the axe.
Great, M3, you have a vibro axe.
I'm gonna
Is
say we
going
should
to
bring
draw
this
both
back.
his lightsabers.
Spruik's gonna draw his lightsabers.
Yeah, he doesn't like spiders or what he's looking at.
Very good. Spruks, are you igniting them or just drawing them?
Oh no, they're just in my hand. I'm not igniting them yet.
Okay. Very good.
Is there any other footprints around here?
Actually, there are. You see several other sets of footprints that lead down towards the exit that you went in. And you also see drag marks, as if someone or something was dragged in that direction as well.
Tarek is going to try to pick up Plick.
I don't.
Not aggressively.
Don't do that.
Friendly.
That's a bad idea.
I don't need to make a survival check to get a bad feeling about this.
Plick, do you let him pick you up?
Does he look genuine about not hurting me?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
I
looks
do.
pretty genuine about it.
All right, I'm gonna pull out my pistol, but I'll let him pick me up.
I'm gonna chuckle and I'm gonna pat him on the head and I'm gonna pull back my jacket, and from my eye there's like long lines of scars, and it's gonna go all the way down my neck, and I'm gonna say, lad, please don't run ahead. If something were to happen to you, I'm gonna pat him on the head. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Do you understand?
He shakes his head up and down.
Okay, I'm gonna put him down really gently.
And then I'm gonna hold on
And
to
I'm
his
gonna
coat.
look at every. Oh yeah, that's adorable. I'm gonna look around and say, everyone, stay close together.
As you say that, you hear rocks, tiny rocks, tumbling. As skittering sounds happen in the distance. Roll a perception check. Someone, one of you.
Should it be me?
I'm not good at it, so someone else do it.
Ha!
Oh, I'm
Can I
really
use-
good at it.
Can I use my 16 passive?
Sure.
I rolled a 14, so mine is going to be 21.
For some reason. All right, so easily enough, from a few cracks in the walls, you see several hideous creatures come crawling out. They have way more than 8 legs. They're not very large. They're like the size of 1.5 Saxons. Did I get everyone in the map? I know that Spruik is not here because Spruik is driving. He's audioed. But these creatures, they have multiple legs on their backs and underneath, as if their whole body is covered with legs. The leg in the back also sprouts a long boned blade, as if it's got this sort of razor sharp tail that has a blade almost like Wolverine-esque from the back of it. They have multiple eyes and they cling to the walls and the ceiling. These are effigy spiders.
Do they look
I want to
big
attempt
enough?
to.
Go ahead, Plug.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to ask if they look big enough to carry a grown man.
They are
or like
not.
drag.
Not alone.
Okay. That's what
Do
I
they
thought.
seem
Okay.
hostile?
They seem very hostile.
Plick
And
is attempting to hide under Tarek's trench coat. I rolled a 20 on the stealth check.
great, you think you're hidden. I need everyone to roll initiative.
It was a natural 20 plus, I think, 7, so 27.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, Plick goes first.
I rolled
No.
a 3.
That was my stealth check. I rolled a 3 plus 5, so 8.
Oh, great.
What? I also rolled a 3, but I only have a +4, so it's 7.
7. All right. M3.
2.
2.
Yikes, guys.
Oh no.
All right. Saxon and M4.
Saxon got an 8. M4 got a 13.
Great. Za.
15.
15. Did I miss anyone? Spruik, I know you're here, but we're just going to say that Spruik is immune to combat for now.
I mean, I can play for right now if somebody wants to roll a d20 plus 6.
Sure, I got you. We'll throw Spruik in there. 15 for Spruik. Great. And the energy spiders. Roll an 18. They go first.
Natural 1, that sucks.
Spruik or Za, who wants to go first? You both rolled 15.
It doesn't matter.
Let Zaw go.
Great. Za, Spruik.
Alright.
So spiders, Za, Spruik. Wow. Saxon or Plick? M4 goes after-
Saxon. Saxon can go first.
Great. So M4, then Saxon, then Plick, then Tarek, then M3. The ever faithful, always last in combat. All right. So the energy spiders descend rapidly and they all move in varying directions. This one comes straight to you, M3, and makes an attack. Actually, no, it's not going to come to you. It's going to make a ranged attack. Ooh, does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
Great. So as the spider, the energy spider, and it kind of, you see bits of electricity almost lancing across its body. It raises this protrusion from the back end of it and tucks it forward, and this as this bit of web is launched forward and it wraps itself around you and binds you. I need you. Okay, so as an action, you can make a strength check to break it, okay? But you will take a D4 electricity damage from the web, which is electrified. So you will take 2 electric damage.
Great. I am vulnerable, so I will take 3.
Nice. Nice. That's the first spider. The second spider is going to skitter down all the way to Za. It smells flesh. And it's going to roll an attack. Does a 19 hit you, Za?
Yes.
You are going to take 6 kinetic damage as its razor sharp, like almost like foot, comes down and pierces you in the shoulder.
Ow.
Hey, Stein.
Yes.
M4 has Sentinel.
Okay.
Would that be a factor in helping Zaw in any way?
Give me a second.
Well, did it have to move past? That's how Sentinel works, right?
It did not have to move past M4.
Right.
Yeah, it has to encourage opportunity of attack.
Okay, so it did not
Got it,
incur
got
an
it, got it,
attack
got
of
it.
opportunity against. It would not have incurred an attack of opportunity, but I'll be sure to let you know if one does, so that you can use Sentinel.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem. The third spider is going to skitter down to this tasty-looking little Saxon, just the right size for a snack.
So, sorry to interject real quick. So, Sentinel, at least in 5e, if something attacks something that's not you and it's next to you, you can attack it.
Oh, well, great. Roll an attack then for M4.
Using the vibro staff, he's gonna.
Sure.
But he has to use his reaction.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I believe it's a 9 to hit with the vibro staff. No, it is a 10 to hit with the vibro
A
staff.
10. You do not hit.
Figured as much.
Very good. Does a 21 hit Saxon?
Indeed, it does.
He will take 6 kinetic damage as this spider's legs claw and scratch at him. They have about 12 legs each. It's a lot of
Jesus.
legs. It's a lot of legs. All right, Za, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to gain 4 HP in temporary hit points from my Aura of Vigor at the start of my turn. Don't want to forget that. And then I will still with a saber make an attack at this spider.
The one right in front of you?
Yeah, the one that took a bite at me.
Sure, roll your attack.
Shit. I'll bite you back. 12 plus 7 is 19.
19 hits.
Excellent. All right. When I hit it, I'm going to expend 2 points to force empowered strike.
Great.
It'll
Roll
take
your damage.
an additional 2d8s. So I think the saber is only a d6. Yeah,
I believe a Shota Saber is a d6, yes.
yeah, it's a d6 plus 4. So d6 plus 4 plus 2d8s. 6, 5 plus 4 is 9. 2d8s. 2 and a 7. 9. So 9. It's 18.
18 damage?
Yes.
Oh, easy enough. You've managed to destroy it in a single hit.
Ha. I'll kind of like I know that there wouldn't be any blood on the rapier blade or on the saber because it's like a light, but I'll give it like a flourishy swish to kind of throw off whatever would be there.
Ooh.
Very
Cool.
good. Just as a reflex, you with great precision, you managed to slice legs and hack through an exoskeleton. Almost as if you knew exactly where to strike this particular spider and end it. Actually, really quickly, I just remembered something about them. Lightsabers are energy weapons, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I made a mistake. You didn't kill it. So as you swish
It's a
and pierce into the
it's
spider,
a light weapon.
so it does energy
It deals
damage.
energy damage.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's energy
Yeah.
damage.
So as you swish, you pierce straight through the center of the spider. It twitches, convulses, and falls. You whip out your blade and flick to the side with great certainty that you've pierced straight through it and destroyed it. But the spider and stands back up, completely healed.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yikes. That's cool.
Yeah,
Let's
it's fine.
see. Yeah. And that doesn't count as missing, so I can't use my duelist ability.
You did not miss. You struck and killed it, but it did not
Yeah.
die.
Exciting. I'm just trying to think of what all I can do. Yeah. Could move. I don't care to. Bonus actions. I guess, okay, so I'll use my bonus action to do the Makashi form. So if it misses me with an attack, I can use my reaction to make an attack against it until my next turn.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Very good. Spruik, your turn. I gotta put Spruik on the map.
So, seeing that what Zaw didn't do shit, he's just gonna throw his lightsabers back on his belt. And where the fuck am I?
You are just above M3 and Saxon. I just dropped you onto the map.
Okay, cool. Which one moved to Zaw?
That one is farther down from you. You are right next to the one that moved to Saxon.
Okay, yeah, I'll hit that one. I'll just
punch it.
Punch the Jesus out of it. Yeah.
Great. So what do you add for your punches?
I don't remember, and I cannot find. Can you pull up your
Yes.
version
It would
of
be
my?
7. It's
I
5
believe
with
so.
proficiency.
Okay,
well,
so 7. Yeah.
I also rolled a 20 for you, a natural 20. So you're gonna critical.
Oh my god. That's your second crit.
I know. The Google Dice Roller does really, really well. So
he would deal 6 plus 6 plus 1.
6 plus 6 plus 1.
There's one left.
13.
No, wait, I lied. It'd be 2 plus 5. It's 7 because it's damage because base damage is 1, doubled, so 2 plus strength.
Great. So you're gonna do 7 punchies to the spider.
Right.
Great. Very good. This you seem to have damaged or hurt the spider. It does not appear to be healing.
There we go.
Great. Is that it, Spruik? Anything else?
I think that's all I can do. So yeah.
Great. Spruik punches a spider, and the spider is mad. M4, it's your turn.
Wookiees use a D4 for their melee. But it's cool.
Okay, Wookiees use a D4. We'll get that next time. Wookiees are very
Sorry.
strong. No, it's okay. It's okay. 7 is good damage. They don't have very much health, so
So
these are meant as the introduction before you meet the Mama Energy Spider.
Yes, the chitlins.
God.
Spinning the vibro staff, we're gonna strike the one that's immediately in front of Saxon.
Great.
As a reaction, we're gonna use potent aptitude from Saxon to add to the attack die and the damage for a D4.
Okay,
Hell yes, it's a 25 to hit.
you hit with a 25.
All right, 2d4 plus something plus another d4. 2d4 plus 3. All right.
Gain 4 temp HP on M4.
How many?
4.
Got it. Thank you.
Is M4 attacking the one that attacked Saxon?
Yes.
Great. And how much damage?
3 plus 2 plus another d4 is 7 total damage.
7 total damage. Very good. It is very hurt and appears to be keeping its damage. So as M4 spins the vibro staff, he just... and you hear it making multiple impacts on this energy spider's body, just pummeling it. The spider is hurt very badly.
And no, that'll be it. We'll stay right there.
Great. Saxon's turn.
Oh, cool. Cantrip will use the fucking what's it called? Illusionary strike with our chain dagger, which is finesse.
Someone's ding-dinging.
It's Brooke.
Sorry, guys. I thought I muted myself.
All right, you're using your chain dagger?
Yeah, chain dagger to cast the at-will tech power illusionary strike. On
Okay.
The one in front of me.
Great, roll your attack.
Chain daggers plus 3. That's an 18 to hit.
You hit.
Awesome. So damage is a d6 plus 3.
Illusory strike.
6 total kinetic.
6 total kinetic. As you throw your chain dagger, it pierces it right in the face, and the spider twitches. And then its legs curl up. The legs on its back curl up forward, and the legs underneath curl underneath as it twitches again and dies. It does not appear to get back up.
Saxon will like kick it a little bit, and like, just stab it a bunch. That'll kill it. Stop using your fancy swords. Bonus action. How's everyone looking?
I think
Webby.
M3 is caught in some web. I think Za took a little bit of damage.
I'm mostly fine. I'm vigorous.
Za's fine.
Like that word. Okay. We'll scoot underneath Tarek's feet and be at the base of the stairs, and that'll be Saxon.
Very good. Plick.
Gain
Go
4
ahead.
temp HP, click.
Oh, I gained 14 HP. Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
'cause you're close.
All right. I'm going to shoot this one because it hasn't been dealt damage, right?
No.
And I'm hidden
What are you
right
shooting
now
it
in the
with?
coat. The shotgun.
The shotgun. Very good.
Kinetic damage. So it's 18 plus 7.
You hit.
Oh, shit.
You have advantage.
Let's roll it again, just in case it's a natural 20. It is not. So then it's 2d4 and then 2d6
2d4 and 2d6.
plus 5, so it's 15.
Wait, so how do you have 2d4 and 2d6? Is that just shotgun?
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. That's right.
Yeah.
They're sneaky. So 15.
Aren't you
Yeah,
a
so
rogue?
15 altogether. Yeah, it's basically a rogue. Yeah.
Yeah, and you hit the one that was attacking Za.
Yeah, it's the one that wasn't damaged. The one at the top, I
Great.
think.
It takes a heck of a chunk of damage at 15, but it's not quite dead.
All right, so bonus action, I'm going to try and hide back in the coat of Terex.
Great. Roll a hide check.
10 plus
Derek has wee ones just going through his legs and shit. Saxon
9.
ran between my legs and
19.
Airdan would love that. You think you're hidden.
Sorry, that's
All
it.
right. Okay, great. Derek, you're up.
great. I am going to go ahead and are these creatures small, Josh, or are they medium sized?
They are medium. They're pretty small for a medium, but I classify them as medium.
Okay, that's
the book
fine.
will classify
I
them
am
as
gonna go.
small. I made them bigger.
Okay, I'm gonna try to force throw. The far one, the one who is in front of Za.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Okay.
keep switching tabs here. And I want to throw it at the other one.
Sure. Roll a force attack.
Okay. Let me see. Well, it has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Against a. Sorry, I have to go back to my sheet. And it has to beat. 15. 16. Sorry.
Strength save at a 16. It
Yeah.
does not succeed.
Great. So they're both. Well, let me double check the power one more time. They both are going to take 3d8 of damage.
So you're throwing both of them?
No, I'm throwing one at the other one.
Oh. Let me see.
He's going to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
So you can.
I was hoping to
up
like pick him up and like bomb him into the other one's head. So like up.
So
up.
are you? So you're casting. Are you?
I'm
using
up
this as a-
casting.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And you can
Mhm.
throw him 30 feet, which I believe you are correct in your measurements. Yeah. Great. Roll damage. 3d8. Damn.
Cool. So it's 7, 8, and 10, 11.
11. So the one that you threw strikes the other one and shatters just into several pieces as its exoskeleton cracks and bursts apart. The other one is knocked backwards just a little bit and takes a huge amount of damage for the life that it's got, but it is not dead yet.
Okay,
Shoot.
I am gonna go. Sorry, what'd you say?
Said, you bastards, you figured out my energy spiders.
That's one that I
I'm
shot,
gonna
isn't
go
it? The one that's
ahead-
still alive?
No, the one that he threw is the one you shot. The one that is still alive just took damage when its friend was thrown into it.
Okay.
I'm gonna move right here, and that's action. I think that's it for me. Yep.
Like it's going to
that's
fall
gonna be
out
it.
of his coat. And he's going to be very sad that he left him because he told me to stay with him.
Very good.
I just told you to stay safe and not run ahead.
M3, it's your turn.
You left me? It's a Jawa tear.
I'm restrained, so I'm going to try to not be restrained.
Great. It's an action to roll a strength check to get out.
Got it. I'm gonna try that. Strength, athletics is the same. Okay, 6.
6.
No, 8.
8 is actually just enough for this particular energy spider to burst out.
Yeah. Amazing, because M3 is just going to as lazily as possible get out.
Like 8 is literally the number. 8 is the actual.
Amazing. I'm no longer restrained. I will. Now M3 will just sigh and stay where he is and kind of contemplate life.
Very good. It is the energy spider's turn. And seeing all of its friends dead, it's going to attempt to turn and flee using its action to disengage. So suck it, attack of opportunity. And it's going to skitter into a crevasse in the wall, making itself much smaller than you'd think it could, and vanish. As it vanishes and the adrenaline of combat begins to wear off, Tarek, the room changes. As the spider vanishes, the room suddenly, as you blink, becomes different. You see it in its former glory. No dirt, no dust. Beautiful black obsidian walls. Torches at 6 to 8 foot intervals on the walls in this room that you're in. At the center is a large red circle, some kind of ornate drawing that appears Sith in nature. It seems familiar to you. On top of the circle, you see what appears to be some kind of young Jedi. They wear the traditional Padawan robes, and you see the braid hanging from its hair, from his hair. He's been chained. He has no lightsaber, and his eyes have been gouged out. Standing around him in a circle, you see about 10 hooded figures. They all carry curving, winding daggers, one in each hand, holding them up above the hoods of their coat. In this vision, you hear words chanted over and over. Nwikash Zotash, Antai Kash Tikshi, Prosh Nu Gatiti, Proti Nu Gati, Midwan, Pro Midwan Nu Gati, Pergelias, Pro Pergelias Nuyak, Chanzarias, Svitius, Tave, Ki Sekleti, Utsit Nun. Over and over and over. As they continue to chant, each one steps forward with their dagger, turning it upside down, plunging it, and pulling from the chest of the boy. The figure will step back, another steps forward, plunging and pulling. Another.
Can I try to call out?
plunge.
Like, am I in the...
As you call out, as you reach, you hear your voice echo. An echo. You scream, hey, hey, hey. And you realize that you're not really here.
Yeah.
You are being shown a vision, which you believe to be a vision of the past. As you continue being forced to watch this vision, all 10 hooded figures in the robe, while they continue the chant over and over, step forward, stab, pull. The boy appearing very dead. As they all, with blood in their daggers, continue to chant, you see them all lift them up, and then you feel the energy, the dark side of the Force as it fills this room. And instead of coming through in the clear red that you're used to, you see each blade of the dagger swirling, humming with a sickening green light. As the blood that coats each dagger twists, spinning in the energy. As it's pulled, all of it, you see it form a copy of the circle on the floor, in the air, hovering above the boy's body, shrouded in green energy. It spins and spins before falling back into the boy. You hear a scream, a shriek of terror as his muscles grow. He seems to gain in size and strength. Horns sprout from his head, and after several moments, his eyes open, renewed, and you hear before the vision ends. And you find yourself standing in a dusty, dirty, broken, cracked old room with your adventuring party. Mm-hmm.
Tarek's gonna follow a knee and say, shite.
Were you injured, Organic?
Nay, but we're not safe here.
These spiders have left. We are safe.
There's worse than spiders in these caves.
Bigger spiders?
Probably.
Let's kill them.
I am going to walk up to Za and say, don't leave my side. I think that you're particularly the least safe here.
I think I can handle myself. I'll just use the proper weapon.
I am the proper weapon. Me.
Be careful. All right.
Very good. So now what, friends?
Like he's gonna walk through this doorway since Tarek left him
Len,
alone.
This one.
You had
we
your
talked
chance.
about this.
Great. So you come into this room, and it extends down this hallway. Plick, you walk right
Ah,
in, and M3's
M3's
right
so
behind you.
close. Yeah.
You start walking, and M3's like, oh, clink, 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 clink. Following after, you come into a large, empty room. You see metal apparatuses hanging on the wall, many jutting spikes. Some kind of strange mechanical apparatus sits in the center of the room. It looks identical to the device that you saw hanging in the one of the display windows of the dinner parlor at Pax Goodso's when you ate dinner with him. The large twisting metal apparatus. One sits in the center of the floor here. You see skeletal figures that hang from several of these, as if people were hung, suspended from a few of them. But nothing appears alive. It's all dust and bones.
Real quick, Josh, in the room that I'm still in, can I dust the floor off and see if that like ritual circle is still present?
Very clever. Yes, you dust the floor, and as you dig deeper and deeper, eventually you see the circle. It's faded, not as prominent as it was, but it's there.
Double shite.
Derek's about to do a dark ritual on himself. I wonder if he's going to become accosted.
Okay. I am going to usher everybody into the room that everybody else just went into.
Great, you're all in this room full of
Actually,
ancient Sith torture
Meek,
devices.
can I, not Meek, whoever you are, Flick, can I pick you up to check the bodies? Are they like suspended above the air?
Some are suspended, some are just sort of stretched out. You see one that appears as if the hip section has been pulled off and the arms dangle from the roof with the head and torso attached.
Yeah,
They're
Meek,
all
do you want to loot the bodies?
Plick trusts M3 more than anybody else. He picks his arms up like a pick-me-up thing.
Yeah, lift them.
Great.
Check the bodies.
I'm searching the bodies. It's like
The
pinata time.
circle of life.
I was thinking more Dirty Dancing, but yeah, that works. too.
Exactly, both. Why not
yes.
both? So, great. In the looting process, you find no money. No credits are bestowed here. But as you scavenge through the room, you find a standard heavy blaster pistol chassis laying tucked in one of the corners. And you also find a +1 mounted shoulder cannon, which is a
Oh
full
shit.
mounted shoulder cannon. It is a droid enhancement that can be mounted on the droid's shoulder.
Okay, so he's a droid. He takes that, and I take the pistol.
Sure.
Also, what was the thing you found earlier, Blake?
Sure, Jesse, if you can use it better, just from a stats perspective, it's yours. We'll figure
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
The
out.
thing that
You
I found
need-
earlier was a bonded plates 1. It's
Bonded
+1
plates Mark
against.
1. Yes, it's
yeah.
armor enhancement. And the heavy blaster pistol chassis can be upgraded. So it's a chassis,
Josh,
which means you can put
question?
pieces in it. Yes.
Okay.
That robe that I got a while ago, it
Mhm.
has slots. Is one of the slots compatible with that armor thing?
Yeah, actually, I think so. You could put the bonded
Okay,
plates
what-
in your robe.
What does that do?
2 seconds.
You said there was a blaster pistol chassis?
Heavy
Chassis,
blaster
yeah.
pistol. Bonded plates Mark 1. Please open data. It is an overlay, an armor overlay. You gain a +1 bonus to AC against melee attacks and a -1 penalty to AC against ranged attacks with the Mark 1.
Ooh.
Well, there are 4 marks. They get better. Eventually, you get +3 to melee and no minuses to anything if you find level 3.
Okay.
But level 1
I'm gonna
is
ask
level
Plick
1.
if I could have that.
He holds his hand out for money.
I'm poor.
And so then he sticks it back in his bag.
All right, that's fine.
I gotta stay true to my character. I'm so sorry. I would love to give it to you, Dylan.
That's fine.
Can I look
I'll just
around
make
the
sure to
room?
keep you alive, and then you'll owe me.
Can I look around the room for anything shiny that might appeal to a Jawa?
Sure. You don't. There's really not anything terribly shiny in here. It's all very dust or rust covered. So old, just sort of bits of iron and dunium, just covered in like dust and mold and degradation. So occasionally you hear a skittering as if there might be more energy spiders nearby, but nothing has
Ooh,
approached.
I have a wrist-mounted grappling hook that I will offer to Blick
Please.
in trade for the thing.
Yes, please.
Great.
All right, great. A swap is had in the midst of a Sith torture chamber.
It's in the
Uh,
actual equipment. You can actually add it in there. It's bonded plates, Mark 1.
Okay, great.
Is your
80%
grappling
before I
hook
give you a
actually in
swap.
there, or is it custom?
It
I
should be
don't
in
know. I
there.
just remember Josh
It's in
saying
there.
that it was a wrist-mounted.
It is in there. Wrist-mounted grappling hook.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, the shoulder cannon's great. You don't have to use a hand slot to do it. You can still hold a weapon with a mounted shoulder cannon. It's fantastic.
Is it still a regular action to attack, or is
Yes, it
something
doesn't
else?
count as like an action or a bonus action. It just gives you a ranged option mounted to your shoulder. So you can still hold a two-handed weapon and have a shoulder cannon, but you can't you don't get extra
Yeah,
attacks.
because it's a weapon,
Yeah.
but free hands. So that's kind of cool for me.
And very predator.
Yeah.
But
Ooh,
I'm
yeah,
also
that is
not
cool.
great at ranged attacks in general. But it is a +1. So Saxon, if you can use it, great. If not, I'll use it.
I mean, I think it would be better for you just because you use more two-handed weapons.
Great. I'm gonna need you to install it on me like right now.
It takes at least 8 hours for the installation. It has to be
Payment.
integrated into your circuitry.
Yeah. Okay. How about payment? Is I keep killing things for you.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, at least 3 things. I tell you to kill at least 3 things. Yes?
Sure. I'll kill whatever, whenever. Shoulder cannon.
Right.
Like Shakira. Whenever.
Dude, I'm going to be able to go so many places with this grappling hook.
This worked out well for all of us.
All right. So there is a just to the south end of the room there is another staircase that descends. Doesn't descend very far, and you can see light coming from the room. A little bit of light coming from the room below.
Can I peek?
Do we see any more footprints or the drag marks?
You do see drag marks that continue that direction. Are you going to follow them?
So there's nothing to the north, correct, Josh?
There is a doorway to the north, but it appears to be caved in.
Okay. Can I just inspect that to see what might have caused it?
Sure. Nothing looks unnatural about the cave-in. It appears as if just over time the structure began to weaken in that particular section and it caved in.
Okay. The game is out of bounds over there. Got it.
Well, maybe. Who knows? Nothing is ever really out of bounds.
Yeah, fair.
How big are the rocks that are
It's-
blocking the way? Could we like space wizard pick them up?
You could try. There's not much space.
I would
to
help
lift.
with that.
There's not much space to lift up, per se, because it appears as if the entire roof has caved down and in there.
Okay. What if we do like a tag team force pull? Like
You can
just
try.
try
Yeah, can
and
we do
try to
that?
like
One of you can give the other advantage to try to force pull the rocks. Roll a force attack for me, or a force check, either one. Like a wisdom. Roll
do
a
it if you
wisdom
want.
or a wisdom or charisma check, depending. You choose. Are you being mad about it, or are you being calm about it?
I'll wisdom it.
yeah.
Should I give myself advantage or no?
Yes, if Zaz helping you, you get advantage.
Yeah.
Cool. So I rolled a 13. I got a +5, so that's 17.
17.
Wait,
18.
18. Sorry. Bad
No, that's
math.
fine. 18. As you reach with your mind, you grasp some rocks and you pull, and a large chunk of rock comes flying out. And behind it, you see more rock. So as you've pulled this
Oh.
chunk of rock out, it's all so far that it has revealed to you is that the cave-in is deep. At least deeper than the chunk you're able to pull out. But it's a big rock. It's bigger than M3.
Can I
All right.
force pull that
Go ahead.
rock? As like with Tarek holding the first rock, can I?
Sure, you can try to pull another chunk of rock out.
All right.
Could I drop my rock and then give him advantage?
No, because in the process you are also pulling.
Got
So,
it.
Za,
Okay.
you can roll a
Worth a
regular
try.
wisdom or
Yeah.
charisma roll.
I'm gonna do wisdom. As you said, make a force attack.
Mm-hmm.
Cast. I gotta spit
Whew.
once. 19.
Ooh.
19. You're also able to pull a pretty big chunk of rock out. And as you do, you hear shifting as more debris and rock fall down right into the empty space that you cleared out. So as you've pulled pieces out, the weight of the roof that's been pressing down, or the weight of the crust of the planet that's been pushing down, is just starting to continually fill in the rocks you're pulling out.
I'm gonna point to the room we were in and say, "Hey, let's go block where the spiders came from."
Oh,
We bring
yes.
our rocks and block that entrance,
Yeah.
Josh.
The one you just came in from?
No. The crevasse the spider escaped into.
Oh, sure,
There's
absolutely.
2 of them, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's more than 2, but there's 2 that you can see easily. But sure, block them up. No issue there. You
Cool.
shove some big ass rocks in there, and you block out some spider entrances. You hear
Cool. Good deal.
nice.
I'm gonna give him a good pat on the shoulder and say, "Thanks, lad. We might not die in here yet."
Yeah. I wonder what sound
Also,
that
you should
had.
know that I'm pretty sure that we're in a pretty culty place, and I was a Padawan once, and whatever happens here, bad things happen to Padawans.
Yeah, you're probably gonna die in here. Shall we go on?
Well, we still got people to find.
I use my
And
wrist-mounted
kill.
grappling. I use my wrist-mounted grappling hook to shoot down the stairs.
Great. Plick launches with a big wootini as he flies down the stairs into the next room. In here, there
Spider
are
click.
Oh no!
So
What have
happy you gave me this.
What have you done? Uh,
Suddenly Jawa.
so as you enter this this next room, you notice a couple of things. First off, the walls have lit torches and there are lit candles. This room has been frequented recently. Someone has been here. As you walk in, you notice just to the left is a sarcophagus, a tomb of some kind. This room appears immaculately clean, except for, well, the 3 dead bodies on the floor.
Shit.
You see an open sarcophagus on the left. There's not a body inside of it. You see on the ground 3 dead bodies. Each has been drained of their particular biochemical fluid, be it blood or some other kind, depending on their species. You don't see any blood on the floor at all. The drag marks lead to one of the bodies. On the table, just in front of you here at the front of the room, you see stacks of parchment, all scribbled in this hard to read handwriting in a language you don't understand. And on the center sits a big black book, thick and dark. On the cover, you read the words Ordu, Ancognium.
And Josh, just sorry, I hope I'm interrupting you. Books are like extremely rare, right?
Yes. I mean, for almost 30, 40, 50,000 years, technology. We've had hyperspace technology for 25,000 years. So technology has been very advanced for a very long time. So finding books means either they wanted to keep things out of the HoloNet, or it means that it's older than that.
Plick opens the book.
Okay.
Plick opens the book.
Let's just open the book, guys.
Glad.
So, Plick, as you open the book, all of the Force sensitives feel a rush of dark energy, a rush of almost crushing despair. and fear. And inside, you notice the parchment in the book is made of some kind of thick skin-like texture. You're uncertain exactly what. Tarek, do you touch the book is the next question.
I touched the
Yeah,
book.
I'll touch the book. I'll try to take it out of his hands.
M3, you feel a book.
I like this book. I'm going to keep this book.
Great. Tarek, as you reach and touch the book, in your mind you hear the screams of hundreds of people. Death rattles
the people who
and
the pages are made out of.
woes, and you instantly know that the screams you've heard are those of the people who comprise the pages. Their skin has been removed. As you look at the front page, you notice that the book is filled with the same kind of writing that you found, that Bane translated for you, that you found. And not far in, 3 or 4 pages, you notice that a page has been ripped out. And in its place, you see a handwritten note on a piece of fresh human skin.
Oh, God.
As if it has been cut and placed there just for you. And on it, it says, tick-tock. And as you read tick-tock, you hear as just behind you at the entrance of the top of the stairs, a large door falls into place, locking you in. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh, my God.